Buddy. Here we are again. Good morning. It's Jessica, your Monday morning motivator, and we're back. We just had a little snafu with a mute button there. You know, those things will get tricky. So, hey guys, good morning. Thanks for coming on. I'm Jessica Magoch, CEO of JPM Sales Partners. I teach people how to recruit, train, and motivate sales teams that dominate the market and make competition irrelevant, all while leading with integrity and authenticity so you can reach your personal and lifestyle goals. Awesome. So Mondays are all about getting you set up for the week, getting you recharged. And so today I wanted to talk about a topic that's a little like damp, and that's kind of what it is here too. It's hot and damp in this part of the woods. So, but I wanted to talk to you about how I overcome anxiety. Because as a sales leader, especially anxiety and sales leadership, I think go hand in hand, right? And I've trained hundreds of sales leaders, and I know what they're going through because I went through it, and I know how to coach them through it. So I wanted to share with you today how and how you can apply it. Now, I want to, put a disclaimer out there. I am not a medical professional. I highly recommend you see someone because it does help to talk these things out and get them out of your head and talk it through with people. But as a young person, I was struck with debilitating, immobilizing anxiety in college, and I was forced to figure out my way out of it because medication was only helping to a certain extent. And so when I finally learned this thing that I'm going to teach you, it had like permanent effects. And so it's really important that I share this as much as I can with people, because whether you're a sales leader or not, or you're just, a regular person, I'm not a crazy salesperson like us. A lot of people are dealing with anxiety and depression, right? Am I right? So anytime I can share this with people, I do. And the reason I'm sharing it today is because sales leadership has so much anxiety around it, right? You're trying to hit your targets, you're trying to, deal with irate customers and failing salespeople, and everything's on your shoulders leading this team. So sales leadership and, sleepless nights staring at the ceiling, waking up at 4 a.m. and not being able to go back to sleep. I totally get it. And so here's what I do. I want to share it with you. You can take it or leave it. But this is what I do. And I'll post this below after. So the first thing I do is I stop and reboot, no matter where I am or what I'm doing. Stop what I'm doing. So even if it's in the middle of the night, I go, whoa, Jess, whoa, Jess, your thoughts are getting out of control. And I stop whatever I'm doing. And I make a decision that I'm going to change this. Now, of course, that comes with the knowing and the experience that I've changed it in the past, so I can change it again. So here's my 5-second formula. And it didn't take 5 seconds the first time I did it. So don't expect this to have immediate results, but when you do it over and over and over again, it will have long-lasting results, so that it will only take you 5 minutes to bring yourself back to, a grounded place where your thoughts aren't racing. So one is stop and reboot. So know that all of the thoughts that we have stem from beliefs that we have. So we may not be in control of our thoughts because they kind of happen automatically, right? Our opinions and our thoughts, our initial reaction to things are caused by what our deep-seated beliefs are. And those beliefs are actually formed before we're at the age of 5 years old. So what that means is that most of us are walking around with the beliefs of a 5-year-old. And in most cases, that's just not serving us anymore, right? Fear of strangers, fear of crossing the street, fear of taking risks, all those things were things like ingrained in us to protect us, and they may or may not be serving us. So understand that those thoughts, those fears come from beliefs that you're probably not aware you have. So yes, laying it up and stem from a feeling of being made to feel that you're not good enough as a child. And these things follow you throughout your life. And unless you you proactively change them, they'll just keep following you and cause the same beliefs, right? So that's number one, is to understand that these come from our beliefs. Now, our beliefs are actually in our control. So step two is choose a new belief. So whatever belief you had was causing you fear and anxiety, right? So now we get to choose a new belief. And the best thing I learned about this was the Yin Yang philosophy, that life is equally balanced, positive and negative. The whole universe, everything that we know, cannot exist unless there's complete balance. And when you have fear and anxiety, you're looking at the negative side of the yin yang. Okay. And the more you choose, the more you see the negative, the more you believe the negative, the more you see the negative. So you're actually proving over and over that you're right, because your beliefs are support. What you see is a result of what your beliefs are, right? Your perception is your reality. If you haven't taken my F test in my live training, definitely come do that. But your beliefs are your reality. So, and those are what you see is based on your beliefs, right? So if we believe negative, we keep saying more and more negative, and then we think we're right. So we end up going down this rabbit hole. So the key is then number three is to force yourself to see it another way, even if you have to fake it, right? It might feel totally inauthentic at first to force yourself to think positive, but know that you have a choice of which side of the yin yang you want to dwell in. And it's really difficult to quiet those fears, because ultimately they're there to protect us from danger. But not all of those dangers are worth listening to, right? For a raise or promotion, or going after a big account or something like that, some of those fears that we have are actually indications that we should go for it, because on the other side is growth and personal. Then number four, so force yourself to think positive and see the other side of the coin, even if it feels like you have to fake it, because number four is to prove yourself wrong and look for evidence that that negative part that you were thinking is wrong and the positive part is correct, right? Because that chatter in your head that's telling you, no, it's, you got to listen to me, or I'm here to protect you. Don't do this, that, or you're not good enough, right? Those thoughts that are holding you back, they're not the real you. That's just chatter that's there to protect you from hurt and rejection and loss. But you get to decide whether you want to listen to it. Okay. And over time, you will retrain your brain so that it becomes common for you to lean toward the positive and look for the positive and prove yourself right. Okay. So I want to leave you with the question of, what would you do? What could you accomplish if you didn't have anxiety holding you back? What risks would you take? What things would you do differently if you didn't have to worry about being struck with anxiety, fear, and stress from the result of what you're doing? Okay. So I want you to think about that. Please let me know your thoughts and your comments. I will see you next Monday, same time, same place. Have a great week, everyone. Bye. 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 Bye, Facebook land. Oh no, bye, YouTube.